Well, gas prices, of course, continue to be close to $4 a gallon around here this weekend. According to AAA, the average price for a gallon of unleaded in Minnesota today is $3.92. A month ago, it was $3.45, and a year ago, it was $2.74. Somebody who knows a lot about why gas prices continue to be so high is U of M's Carlson School of Management professor Alfred. I talked to him earlier this morning. Take a look. Well, joining us right now is Professor Marcus. Professor, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, we have a lot of questions about gas prices. One of the biggest ones that we see over and over again is why are our gas prices so high in the U.S. and here in Minnesota when the U.S. imports so little Russian oil?
So the main reason is that there's one price for gasoline essentially that's global, as opposed to the natural gas market, which is local. We pay different prices in different states in the United States because of different state taxes. So, for example, in California or in New York State, the taxes are higher, so the price per gallon is higher. But there is essentially a universal global price for oil per barrel of oil that affects everybody everywhere, regardless of how energy independent a particular country is or how lack of energy independent country that is.
Let me ask you, why is it when there's a specific action overseas or something happens or there's a new development in the war that can immediately affect the prices here? I know there's got to be a lag. Why does it happen so quickly?
Oh, people are actually trading on energy markets constantly, and they're really not trading on current prices. They're trading on the future price. So there are adjustments going on instantaneously all over the world, constantly, and they are actually anticipating what the future price is going to be rather than what the current price is.
Okay, and so the future comes today, just about these days. I'm hearing a lot of Republicans say one of the reasons for gas increases is because President Biden killed the Keystone Pipeline. Does that argument fly with you?
Not really, because it would take years before the actual impact of the Keystone Pipeline's construction would have an impact on current prices. So, and even so, the main purpose of the Keystone Pipeline, it would have an effect on global prices, but its main purpose is not to provide gasoline for the United States, but the main purpose is to provide an outlet for Canadian gasoline, petroleum, which would be exported to other countries.
In the long run, what do you see, or even in the short term, what do you see happening to our gas prices? Will they remain high?
I think that the gas price situation will ultimately adjust, but in the long run, because there's a lot of petroleum in the world. And
when you say in the long run, is that at the end of this Russian war, which we don't know, or what is the long run?
I think that we're in for before this market adjusts. I think we're in for, and this is, nobody can really project this future with complete certainty. So I'm saying what I would say the likelihood is. So I would say that the likelihood is that until the market adjusts and we get more petroleum on the market, it could take anywhere from 8 months to a year and a half. But there is a lot of petroleum in the world. The main issue is getting petroleum, replacing the Russian oil that's currently on the market. So the Russian oil right now, Russia's in the United States and Saudi Arabia are the three biggest producers on a daily basis of oil. But there are countries that are being completely shut out from the oil, from the system of producing oil for the world market, probably rightfully so. I'm not arguing with this. We've put countries like Venezuela, which has more gas or petroleum reserves than Saudi Arabia has it as the most
Right.
in the world. We've essentially cut them off from the global market, and we've cut off Iran, which is one of the top producers from the oil market. And in addition, what typically happens, so far, OPEC, which controls, Saudi Arabia is the leading member of OPEC, and Russia has cooperated with OPEC. They control a great deal with regard to the market price. And typically what happens is that their members, when the price gets this high, start cheating and putting oil on the market that otherwise would not be on the market. So
there you go. And that's probably another discussion. Professor Marcus, thank you so much for your insights this morning. We really appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.